Fisherman rides a straw boat to the middle of the Pacific to fish, but not long after he throws out the net, a powerful force suddenly yanks up from the bottom of the sea. In the struggle, the fisherman pulls too hard and accidentally falls into the water, but he doesn't climb back onto the boat right away. Instead, he risks his life swimming toward where the net disappeared, all because he wants to retrieve his tool for making a living. Little does he know, under this calm surface, there's a danger far beyond human understanding, and the fisherman has no clue about it. Seeing the net only tangled on the reef, he quickly pulls out a small knife to cut it free, but he doesn't notice the light around him slowly dimming. By the time he realizes something is wrong, millions of fish have gathered right above his head, and more fish are circling in from all directions, not giving him any chance to escape. The roles of hunter and prey are completely reversed. The fisherman's fate from here is obvious, but the stranger part comes next. A dead killer whale washes ashore with the tide. The terrifying wounds on its body mean it's definitely not a simple natural death.
You think they're bite marks?
What's gonna bite an orca?
So the marine researchers suspect nearby fishermen, but when they reach the port to question them, the lead fisherman says the killer whales were the ones who attacked the fishing boats first. The fishermen were forced to fight back with sickles and axes, but that doesn't make sense, because killer whales live in groups. They never act alone, let alone come into shallow waters to attack fishing boats. Whale expert Kit is completely puzzled, but what confuses him even more is that every year during this season, a huge number of humpback whales migrate to these waters, but this time he hasn't seen even one. This clearly doesn't fit common sense. But in a strange coincidence, the next day Kit detects a huge number of whales on sonar, so he rushes over in a speedboat, dropping a sound recorder into the water. As the non-stop whale calls fill his headphones, Kit starts to calm down a little, but before he can relax for long, a humpback whale suddenly appears near the small boat, almost like it's consciously stopping in front of him, staring straight at him with its eyes, sending chills down Kit's spine. But fortunately the humpback doesn't do anything unusual. It just stays for a few seconds, then dives back into the deep. But right when Kit tries to keep observing, he unexpectedly spots a group of killer whales, speeding toward a distant tourist boat. Thinking of yesterday's attack, Kit immediately feels something is very wrong. He quickly packs up his gear, and speeds toward the tour boat. Meanwhile the tourists notice nothing. They're still happily watching a humpback splashing around. Little do they know, the humpback has quietly moved underneath their yacht, and then rockets upward. As its mountain-sized body bursts out of the water, the smiles on their faces instantly vanish. Before they can react, the tour boat is split in half by the humpback. But strangely, the whale leaves right after doing this, without attacking any of the people falling into the water. Meanwhile the killer whales are charging at full speed. Kit knows things are bad. He rushes ahead of the killer whales to reach the tourists, trying to get as many people on the speedboat as possible. At the same time the people spot the killer whales diving nearby, so they desperately swim toward the boat. But no human can outswim a killer whale, even though hope is right in front of them.